Hello America, this is Jin Hae-jo. I'm born in North Korea and I'm living in America. This is my house and this is about the Jesus, about the Bible. So I'm the Christian, so I really like to introduce about myself. I'm the Christian because it's amazing story for me is God saved my family and myself. So through today, because it's New Year coming, I wear the North Korean traditional clothes called the hanbok because I'm North Korean. And because in the TV, maybe you saw it. If mentioned North Korea, then you can remember the North Korean lady was wearing the hanbok because our traditional clothes. And North Korea, they don't have like a formal, like nice North Korean clothes a lot. So whatever like important some meetings or something going on, we always wear the like a hanbok. But in my age, is not much people have hanbok in North Korea. But the university student, they have hanbok. For top is white and bottom dress is black. They wearing like that kind of hanbok all the time. And this kind of quality hanbok in North Korea is really expensive. And when you marriage, right now there are lots of people they changed. They wearing like America white dress too, but still they wear the hanbok. So after I wear find the hanbok yesterday, I was thinking, oh, okay, I want to wear this and introduce about the North Korean life. And because it's a New Year is coming, make me remember how my family story. I know lots of people, when they watch my video, they maybe have question, what's she gonna talking about? I was talking about the American life and then talking about my past life in North Korea. So today I want to introduce about my grandma, my brother, and myself, what we did in the New Year in North Korea. I was deciding to standing and talk, but it's tired, so I want to sitting. Yeah. When I was in the North Korea, that day was New Year. I think I was 9 years old or 8 years old. And then my father and my mother went to a city to browse some food. But when they left in North Korea, we don't have taxi. We have train, but the train is going by electric or 석탄. We call the 석탄, the stone, the black stone can make a fire. So when they leave the house, it was far away. And then because electric issue, North Korea halfway driving the train and they kind of like stop for 10 days, 20 days until the electric coming. So from here, like 2-3 hours can reach place. In North Korea, take like 15 days, 20 days, or sometimes you don't know when you're gonna be there. So sometimes just to give up the train, they walk. So my parents was the same issue, so they went to the city and they didn't return it on time. So that was the almost New Year and we don't have any food, and then we would start starving for almost the death. So kind of like my type is not like just to stay. If something happened, bad things is coming or bad situation, I try to do something. So I was give the idea to my grandma, say, Grandma, I know we are really hungry and tired, but how about today's New Year? So how about we go down to the city and talk to the people and try to get some food from them. So we take two brothers, the one brother and sister, and you, 4 of us going together. And she said, Jinhae, you know you can walk, even the baby brother can walk, but I'm not able to walk few steps, and I start shaking and I'm start sweating and I'm really tired and dizzy. So on the way I worry about I will be like fell down or happen something. So you better take your brother, sister, ask people food, you can go down the village. So I was keep thinking, and then I go out. We call the 썰매, the in the winter, you know, in the winter on the top of snow, kind of like how to say. That's called 썰매 in America. I never see it, so I don't know what is the in English. So the stuff like a car and the bottom is like made by wood like that and sliding. I think it's a snow sliding. So made like this bigger as my father made for us for fun to go out to sliding and have fun. But I bring that one to say that Grandma, when we go down, it's like a little lower to the city. So I think you can sit it and I can take it you. sliding to the village. When we're coming up, you already ate some food, so you're gonna have some strength and then better feeling to can walk up. So grandma said, how you know you can get the food from people? We don't know, grandma. We have to try. If we don't try, we don't know we're gonna happen or not. So let's go. So grandma says, you always say something like a powerful stuff to make me have energy, and then kacha. So we was like start to ready and wear the old warm clothes and then ready for my brothers, my sister. We hunger for 7 days, but still because of New Year and we say we go to the village, gonna watch TV and ask people food, and my sister and brother, that was exciting. So we was start. When I start thinking about them, so hurts my feeling. I'm sorry. I tried to say like normal, but it's not easy. So however, I take them, let my brother and sister and my grandma to sit on it, and then I would just start to sliding, and I started walking, and in the beginning was really heavy to start. So my grandma have a 2 stick wood on the side, so she was kind of like help me like this, and then front I was pulling, and then my sister brother, they really small and babies, so they sit in front of my grandma like that, and then my grandma starts sliding for me and I pull it. So we would start walking because it's snow, and then it was like a kind of like a low down to the city area, so in the street is easy to sliding. So I'm kind of have to running because the slider was fast to follow me. However, by adult normal people, they walk like 5 to 6 minutes can be the village, but we take like 1 hour, almost 1 hour to get there because we are tired. Even sliding some parts is not easy to slide, so I have to pull it, we have to walk and then sit down again and pull it like that. So when we come down to the city, we went to one of the person's house, and then we start asking, anybody home, please help us. And then we start asking and nobody was there. So my grandma was sitting on the front and they said, oh, I'm really tired, I cannot walk anymore. And then she almost kind of like passed out. So I was worried about it, and I tried to get some water for her. So I go into their kitchen, and then I start to yelling people, say, oh, anybody can give me some water, my grandma need water. And I was start asking, but nobody was answered. So I saw it there have a plate can take the water, and nobody there. I just to take the water from the kitchen and bring down to my grandma and my sister and brother, feed them. After they drink, they was sitting there, and I came back to the kitchen, tried to put down the plates, and I found out the kitchen was warm, still was fire on, and then something is boiling. So I was thinking, oh, they maybe have some food in there. And like 20 seconds, and I was thinking, and then I said, I watch outside my grandma and my brothers, and I'm watching the kitchen and watching myself, and then this is Steve. I have to steal something because nobody there help. I have to go out, or I have to stay here and then take the food or open the kitchen. And I was keep thinking 20 seconds, and I say, okay, even they coming later, they beat me up because they already ate. They're not gonna beat my grandma and my sister. So it's okay, and then let's try. And I opened the cooker. I saw inside have 1 bowl of corn rice, and then there have some like a bean paste was on the side, a little bit like this much. And I was so happy. And then when you're hungry, when you see the food, you don't have any idea, just like a white, and don't think about anything later. So I just grabbed the rice bowl and run outside. And then we didn't run away anywhere. We're just sitting there, and then we start spread and then eat it. But my brother was so cute, and he was really good boy. Because we know he was the youngest, and he was like 3 years old. So we tried to feed him first and give him the rice. And then my brother said, No, grandma is old. Grandma eat first. And then he put the food under my grandma's mouth. And then he asking, oh, Sister Grace, you have to eat it and then give it to my sister. So my grandma would start eating and then she would start crying. And then she said, oh, this isn't my kids. And then my grandma said, until you guys have better situation, I'm not gonna die. I wanna hold you guys until your mom and daddy come in. And then she eating and then she kept feeding my brother and sister. And I was watching them eat it. And then I was still a little bit scary, but I was happy too. So I was start eating with them. Take like 30 minutes, we finish eating. And then we're thinking where we have to go. And then we was keep thinking, and then we know who are they, and they're kind of like nice people's house. So we was keep thinking, and then the rice bowl after I ate, and then I take inside and put inside the water to ready to wash, and then we walking out, and then we call the 선전실 is kind of like a meeting room for the village. So that place is for something like Kim Jong-il, Kim Il-sung's say something about publish about his idea, then they grab all the people sitting in the one room and they start have meeting and tell about the information about the Pyongyang side. So something like that kind of important to place. And New Year, North Korea at that time, they don't have TV every house. So few like rich people or the government people have TV, but the place is really small. You cannot feed all the people. So the Sanjanshil, the place, they have TV too. So they're asking the whole city people to come in and see the concert from Pyongyang in the New Year. So they sung about all the Kim Jong-il, Kim Il-sungs, and about the New Year's and about the kids like that. So people gather there and start singing and have fun together. So we went there, and the people was watching us like that weird face, and we would stay with them and talking and sitting there and singing together, and we spent time few hours. And then when we on the back to home, we went their house again, and then their grandpa was there. So when we go there, my grandma said, I'm so sorry, but the 3 kids were so hungry, so I'm the grandma, I cannot see them just die like that. And today's New Year, and we already hungry for 7 days. We don't have any food to eat this morning. So we tried to get help from you guys, but nobody was home. So we would keep waiting, and we found that they have rice in there, so we ate already. And I'm so sorry to steal it, but in the future when the kids are coming back, their parents coming back, I will bring down some food for you guys to pay back, so please forgive us. And then grandpa and grandma was watching us, and then my baby brother said, sorry grandma, I was hungry. Not my grandma, still is, I did it. And then he keeps down saying that. So the grandma, that grandma was crying too, and then she went inside and then brought some like 1 kilogram of the corn, and then she said, oh, you guys are making me feel bad. Today's New Year, so you guys have to eat some food. So take this to home and cooking together and eat together. When you parents coming back, giving me back the corn. I said thank you so much, and then I take that, and then we came home for take 2 hours to walk because it's higher to coming home. The street is a little higher. So when we come home, we make that to powder, and then we use that 1 kilogram powder for eating like 2 weeks, I think. So every day we put like the peel of the potato. We was dried after eat the potato. The dried peel we bring down and make the powder and put in the water and put a little bit corn porridge, the powder in it, and make the porridge and drink that. It's better than nothing. So we ate that and waiting for my sister, my mother, my father was come back. So that was the New Year. So not every New Year was have a bad or sad story, but every New Year when remember is the the people have like a strong feeling for their past, like a really bad time. So I have like a good New Year many times, but only kind of like remember that kind of like hardest situation to remember. So this morning I was excited to go to see my mom to New Year and think about my sister, and I still remember that. So I tried to share about my story. So this is the North Korea. It's people living there, but it's kind of like hell in there. The grandma's 75 years old. She have to see the 3 years old, 4 years old kids are die for hunger. It was not easy life. So my hope is through the video shared about North Korean information with the people, and then I try to make people understand about North Korea, and then whatever you can, please help the North Korea defector in America or in South Korea in the world, and then please help the escape the North Korean people, and then help them to resettlement and keep think about us and pray for us. And when you're eating some food, don't try overcook or don't try to cook too much or throw away the leftover food. Please save the food, save the money, and support the whole world people die for hunger. Thank you for listening my video. If you like to know about more North Korean story, follow me and then click like and keep focus on me to know about North Korea issue. Thank you.